Welcome to yet another episode of the Economic Times Cutting Chai Stories, a series of conversations with CXOs and business leaders over chai or coffee, if that's your preference. Brought to you by ET Edge. The urgency and pressure on business leaders as they navigate the COVID-19 pandemic has been immense. These business leaders have been constantly monitoring myriad ways to ensure that their respective companies stay on course in the new normal. The incredible demands placed on them makes us often wonder how they have time for family, hobbies, or any downtime at a personal level. And let's not forget that they are mere mortals. This initiative by ET Edge is aimed to create a deeper connection with them and to get a sense of what business leaders of several prominent companies do when they are not in business mode. Today, it's my pleasure to host R Loganathan, Deputy General Manager, Information Technology at Care Private Limited. Loganathan, welcome to the Economic Times Cutting Chai Stories.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. Loganathan, I'm going to ask you my first question, which is, how do you help a new employee understand the culture of your organization?
Normally, the company's culture has to be practiced rather teaching. Okay, so all the leaders have to be practiced themselves, through which people will learn, oh, this is how the company has to be operated. So that is one way. Other way is, in the first day, we can explain that these are all the activities to be. It is what company's core value, company's preference is this. These are all the values and beliefs of the organization. So if you say very clearly, and also if you see that my colleagues and my superiors are strictly following that, through which automatically the culture will be imposed to my new employees. That is how I said that will be the way of inculcating the culture of the organization to the employees or the team.
Sure. Well said. Keep it simple. Just explain to them and see that there is clarity at the very outset itself.
Okay.
Wonderful. Loganathan, let's rewind a little, in fact, quite a bit. If you were to go back to the early years of your childhood, be it school or later college, were there any positive influences or incidents that shaped your foundation in those formative years? And could you share that with us?
Definitely. During my college days, one of the favorite subject is computer analysis and programming.
Okay.
Because during those days, there is no IT as a course in 1980, 85, 88. So one of the subject is there in the BSc Mathematics. It was numeric analysis and computer programming. Together will be one semester for us.
Okay.
Through which I started working on it. So I got so much of interest in logically arriving the solutions. Or whatever problem comes, go to the root cause and then find the real reason behind it rather than patching up the solution. So that makes me to go to that particular IT side. Then after that, I joined in the first company where is Ramdas, where he is used to create small objects moving from left to right, like Mahatma Gandhi is moving left to right, right to left. During those days, using the small PC, using the basic program.
Right.
Which more motivated me to do something like that, understand the computer side, and then go in depth and then started learning on my own.
Sure. Wonderful.
He is working in the automotive coaches and component. He is a subsidiary of Ashok Leyland. Okay, so that particular manager used to create so many COBOL programs those days. In 85, 88, during the 88, there won't be any Microsoft at all.
Okay.
Only the mainframe COBOL programming, and that was there for business usage. During that days, I used to work from the personal department to process the salary and other thing, through which he motivated me to go to that particular IT side, and then there will be a career for that.
Wonderful. It's nice that you can remember all those influences, your manager's influence. Wonderful. That's great. A lot of young leaders or leaders who are aspiring to be in, or executives who are aspiring to be in leadership positions will be watching this cutting chai conversation with you. So what advice, Loganathan, would you give to someone who's going into a leadership position for the first time?
My strong belief is to be a transparency has to be there.
Right.
Okay, so that will help both the management as well as the CEO, CTO or whoever it is. Right. They will also understand exactly what is the real problem is, rather coloring it and giving it. Using that quoted color, they will say some direction which may not be suitable for me to implement. So better if you are very transparent, that is one value has to be there. The other one is ownership. Once you receive the ball, it's our responsibility to hit a goal. Don't say you give right hand side, you give the ball left hand side. So that should not be there. Once you touch the ball, it's our responsibility to ensure that making it to a goal. So that is one of the strong ownership has to be there.
Right. So what you're saying is the fundamentals of transparency and ownership cannot be compromised with.
Yes, correct. If these two are there, it automatically inner drive will come because we own the process. So somehow we need to complete and achieve and make it success.
Absolutely correct. Wonderful. Great. I love your answers. Loganathan, we've all gone through good times, bad times, tough times. What tough times in life left you a better person after those tough times had passed away? And could you explain how?
This is more of my personal thing. So during 1996, I got a acute renal failure. Okay, so those days, the doctors said there has to be transplantation, has to be done, kidney transplantation has to be done. But after some time, they said, now wait, we can do some dialysis, PD dialysis as well as other dialysis. Then I went for 2-3 dialysis. There are a couple of dialysis I went after during the 10-15 days duration. Then after that, it slowly started functioning because this is an acute renal failure due to malaria only. So during that time, I'm not able to keep in the bed because I'm not always I'll be workaholic kind of people where I wanted to do this, that, everything. So that particular drive helped me to be alive again. Then the doctor said, okay, after that it is slowly coming down. After 10-15 1 month time, I will be 100% all right. So after that, I never had any medicine for that. After 1 month. So after that, when I come and join the organization, so to forget that particular fear or worry, I started focusing more and more on my job. It is giving more of interesting challenges, right? It will totally forget my fear of life. That itself has helped me to motivate more and more. Then I'll totally forget my disease and other thing. So I'll enjoy doing it. So if I put full effort, I'm getting a result. So that result is motivate more and more me to do further challenging job. That itself is bringing my health better. So what I'm saying is forget your worries, start focusing on your work, right? Get small results from the achievements from the effort, do the effort differently, try to explore something new. If that gives a result, no. So what will happen, that itself will make you healthier because your happy mind, happy mind will create a happy life. So that is what one of the other 1996. After that, still I'll be working. I enjoy doing some challenging work. Normally, I used to say I want to do the work which I have not done so far. That too, I should not know the job. So that will help me to explore something more and learn something more. If I started doing what I know, then I may not be interested in that.
Loganathan, I could see that you were getting a little emotional as you were answering this question. And why
Yes,
not?
definitely.
And why not? Because I can only imagine as to what 1996 would have been for you during that time.
Yes, definitely.
And I can see that there is a lot of gratitude in you because of the way you're smiling through this conversation, the way you explained what happened to you then, and then you said that there was no fear anymore at the end of the day. You just accepted and took this gift of life, and you said, let's not worry about small things. Let's just do what is in our control and leave the rest to our creator,
True,
and things
true.
will follow. Don't
Yes,
stress about the small stuff,
correct.
because then you'll be sucked into another loop. Just focus on the positives, do your duty, and leave the rest to him.
That's how I used to follow that. Whatever happens, I will do my level best, maximum level best. The result is the byproduct. Don't expect the
Absolutely.
byproduct. You have to work for the excellence, not for the
Yes,
result. Result supposed to be the byproduct. It will come automatically.
absolutely correct. Thank you for sharing that
Okay.
personal episode. I'm sure it's going to resonate with a lot of people when they watch this conversation. Thank you so much, Loganathan.
Thank you.
You are a leader in your own right. So, and one of the key tasks of a leader is to lead a team of people. So my next
Yes.
question for you is, what are the people management and leadership skills that are essential for any leader?
I've read somewhere leaders should have everything about something because that is what is core. Parallelly, you should know something about everything through which you can understand what is happening in the other areas, how to support them to automate, or through IT can be help them to improve the productivity or something like that. So that is the quality you should have a leader. And also they're supposed to be the coach rather instructor of that team. So you should know driving if you want to manage the drivers like that. So without knowing the driving, if you started managing the drivers, they will say so many reasons, this, that, that.
Absolutely.
So during that time, we should demonstrate them saying that next sit in the next seat, I will drive the, I will take the driver seat and then run it. So this is how it has to be done. So if you have so those things, so team also will started. They will have a lot of learning opportunity will be there from me.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
only directing, getting things done, or more the intelligent people will not like it. The smart people want to learn something from their leader.
Sure.
So parallelly, we should learn something. We'll always think that I'm supposed to be better than my team. Then only there'll be a good relationship will be there, and also they will have some scope for the learning, and they will also trust us. For any problem comes, they'll confidently come to us for any getting solutions.
Right. Right.
So
I
this is
like
how it has to be handled.
I
That's what
like the I like the way I like the way you're answering all these questions. You have this amazing ability, Loganathan, to keep
okay.
things very simple, uh, without any management jargon, but keep
Normally, I don't know, literally speaking.
but every single answer of yours is very hard hitting and
It's
drives home
my
the
own
point.
creativity. That's all I can say. It is nothing learned from somewhere or heard somewhere. Just I am
Yes,
just practicing it. No, whatever comes to my mind at that point in time, or whatever something comes to my mind at the time of writing in the mail, and I reply it. The same thing I'm just doing once again. That's all.
I'm so glad you are the way you are because it drives home the point very clearly. I have understood everything and it actually makes complete sense to me. Thank you so much for those answers.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
So my next question is, we've had wave one, we've had wave two of the COVID-19 pandemic, and they say probably the third wave is around the corner. In India, we don't know, but let's keep our fingers crossed. And once again, this goes to the subject where, whether you read the newspapers, media, television, people around you, there's doom, there's gloom. We've never expected this. It's a once in a century kind of event. Having gone through this, what are some of the positive outcomes for you from this COVID-19 pandemic?
With respect to digitalization, I don't think if COVID would not be there, the digitalization which we have as of now would take another 2 years. So that is one of the positive things which I think the COVID has helped us to create a network, create a broadband to the rural, and then allowing to that like Teams, Zoom, and other thing. And Zooms and all may not be used before COVID, right? Now it's been used very well because the level of usage of this kind of technology, it will take another 2 years if COVID is not there. People will be comfortable in speaking one-on-one, interacting one-on-one. They may not encourage this. Even in our cabin care organization, we have decided that forever it will be work from home only.
Wonderful.
Yes, there won't be any corporate office at all. Wow. So we moved our corporate office into my R&D office. Only R&D team only will be coming to the office and doing all other monthly reviews, weekly reviews. All that is happening through this Teams meeting only. Regularly, we are meeting with our team, right, and CFT, and another bigger meeting. There are 2-3 meetings are there in a week at least. Apart from daily meeting with my team and my work-related team members, and overall department team members will be there once in a week, 1 hour. There won't be any business at all. Only you have to say what you have, what is the current good thing which you have, what is the news, good news, all that can be shared in that meeting. So that is how we are doing that. But that's the one main thing is technology. What I'm saying, the agile implementation has happened. And also, like personally for me, I never have spent time with family. Now I have a lot of time to spend with my family. So then the stress of traveling 1.5 hours in a daily in a traffic with the car, that is totally gone. So there I'll be tension free. When I come to the home, I'll be very irritating because so much of traffic in the road, so maybe cyclists, two-wheelers, everybody would have disturbed us, which created a lot of tension for me. Whereas nowadays it is a very peaceful life, even though my working hours is extended, but I don't find very stressed or I don't find any pain for that. I enjoy doing it because I'm giving the support. Sometimes somebody is asking me, if I give a solution, I can have another 8 hours or 10 hours savings. Otherwise, what will happen? It could be attended next day morning. So I would have lost my 12 hours. Right? If I need 5 hours, definitely that 5 hours is unnecessarily because of the 12 hours delay. It will take for another 5 hours. The result will come after 17 hours. So that kind of a problem is not there when COVID comes. Only the problem with my last mile people for a desktop connectivity, who is using desktop, who is using a laptop in the rural. Wherever the broadband is not available, not like Chennai, Tiruchi, Coimbatore, that's not okay. Right. For other small towns, there some problem is there. Anyway, we are giving a 3 alternates. For example, for me, it's a 3 alternates there. One is my broadband, other is my dongle, third is my mobile network. Okay. Even in the mobile network, I have dual SIM, both will have data connectivity. Sure. So all of 4 options are there, but we cannot, not everybody cannot afford for this 4. Either affordability or the availability. Sure. Somebody may not have broadband, no other option, they have to use the data card. All that will be there. That is the only other side of the COVID, remote work from home scenario.
Yes. Wow. Fantastic. Okay, I like I said, I'm really enjoying this conversation and the way it's going. So what we'll do, Loganathan, we'll move on to another segment, which is called the short answer segment. Okay. I will throw a set of questions at you. These are very simple questions.
Okay.
And I want you to answer in one word or one line. Okay. If
Okay.
it's a line,
Okay.
I'll specify that.
Okay.
So these are fun questions. Again, the idea is to get to know you better beyond the job title. And so are you ready for this segment, Loganathan? If you were to be given a choice and you have to choose one,
Okay.
would you choose Medu Vada or would you choose Idli?
Idli.
Okay. Pani Puri or Sev Puri?
Sev puri.
Nice. If you're traveling by air, do you prefer an aisle seat or window seat?
Window seat.
Drums or tabla?
Uh, Drums.
Drums, okay. Uh, City life or village life?
But I haven't lived in village life. That's why I'm not able to say how good in village life.
But
But
okay,
if you do
city
1
life
or 2
or
days, it will be
small
okay.
town life?
Small town life will be much pollution free.
Okay, yeah. Chocolate or pickle?
Chocolate.
Okay. Do you prefer hanging out with little kids or old folks?
Little kids.
Okay. Do you prefer testing the waters first or diving straight away into the deep end?
We cannot test it, no, for that. We have to jump it and then only again. We get to know that.
So what you're saying is
Jumping.
dive in straight away and then
Yes.
you learn how to swim automatically.
Well, yes, correct.
Correct.
Because I know swimming also. That's why.
Wonderful, wonderful. If you had a superpower, which one would you prefer? Being invisible or the power to read minds?
Power to read mind.
Okay. Could you describe your journey thus far in 3 words?
Self-learning.
Okay.
Create on my own and then following it.
Okay.
Whatever I do.
Sure, sure. Nice.
Because I'll tell you why. Because during that days, when I was around even Fox-based programmer,
Yes.
there won't be any Google, nothing. So any problem, there's no other choice. You have to debug. I continuously debug for 3-4 hours. Finally, I comes to know where exactly the trouble is.
Yes.
That is what even SAP itself. There is no net. There is no. If I put an error now, if I put an error, there will be so many answers are there. You can
Yes.
choose one of them and then resolve the issue then and there. Whereas those days in 2000 when we implement SAP, it is very tough. So no other choice. Everything we need to either refer the 1 lakh pages of documentation or do the debugging.
Yes.
So that's how I get to know so many things in SAP
Sure.
end to end. Now that's why I'm handling both the technical and function
Okay.
and so on.
Okay. Wonderful. How many languages can you speak, Loganathan, and can you name them?
No, normally only Tamil and English.
Tamil. That's fine. What is the most courageous thing you have ever done?
That's what I can say that SAP.
Yes.
I never ever gone to anywhere. Okay, suddenly I was managing the first pro application. Their company implement SAP.
Yes.
Consultant are working on it, both technical consultant and this consultant. I was just going through the logging in. I got a login, whatever developments is happening, through which
Right.
I learned the complete ABAP programming. Once they gone, when the project is over, even we are not given the AMC to them. So entire thing handled by me for a technical thing. During that say 8 months, I also be a good ABAP. That's
Okay.
how I learned.
Wonderful.
So after
Wonderful.
that, nowhere studies or I have not gone any course under the thing.
Sure.
Only that going through the current application they have developed, how this has been developed by going through the code, I understand. Because coding is if you know one language thoroughly, right? Knowing another language is adding a few syntax.
Sure.
So through which I understand that what is the syntax, extra syntax available in the ABAP programming language. After that, I started fine tuning it. Then I started developing modules and everything. After
Wonderful.
that, team members have come. After that, what has happened, when the functional team has left, we started taking over their role also for any functional finance, S&D, any new requirement comes from, which we have started doing on our own.
Yes.
So through which I get to know both SAP, both technical and functional.
Okay. Great. Wonderful. What was your favorite subject in school?
And I studied mathematics, where the algebra is my favorite subject.
Okay. What was the most disliked subject in school, in one word?
School, the sense, history I don't like mostly.
History. Okay.
Yes.
That's fine. Yeah. If you were to be stuck in a room for 24 hours, whom would you choose to be stuck with? I'll give you three options, Loganathan. Kindly choose one. Elon Musk, Lionel Messi, or Michelle Obama?
Messi.
Wonderful. If you could be a kitchen appliance, what kitchen appliance would you be and why?
It would be a gas stove, without which nothing can be.
Wonderful. Great answer. If you were a fruit, which fruit would that be?
I don't know what is the name for that particular fruit. Low cost, like I can say, or amla. It's one of the fruit.
Okay. Most admired Indian?
Most admired Indian, Mahatma Gandhi.
Wonderful. All-time favorite sports person?
All times, can you name few?
Who's that?
Can you name few?
I mean, it could be, you choose. It's your answer. It could be from cricket. It could be from football. It could be any sport. Who is your all-time favorite sports person?
Normally, I may not enjoy sports mostly.
Okay.
But earlier in the school days and colleges, I used to play cricket and everything. During that time, the Kapil Dev is my favorite player for me.
Okay.
Because he's all rounder. That's
absolutely. Yeah. Well done. Which three people, living or dead, would you like to have a cutting chai conversation with? So for example, if you're in my position, which are the three people that you would like to have a cutting chai conversation? It could be living, dead, fictional, anybody. Name three people.
My dad.
Okay.
Because he was died during my first year of college.
Okay.
So if he's there, it would have been, because when we were there, we are very little, I cannot, it's not a poor, it's a slightly above the poor family. Now I had some car and other thing, which, but I'm not able to show him. That is one thing there.
That's one.
Another people like Kapil Dev, if he is there, I would have interacted with them. I get to know how he has done. Now he has got a World Cup for India, all that.
Sure, that's two.
1984, something like that.
Yes, and
third would be the favorite Annadurai, who is a leader of this thing, Annadurai, because he is a big scholar and some more of a people-oriented person.
Yes. Wonderful. What a great combination. Last question. Life is incomplete without dash. Fill in the blanks with one word. Life is incomplete without dash.
Without useful to others.
Yes. Wonderful. Loganathan, I had a wonderful time chatting with you. I liked your responses. They were straight from the heart. They were very grounded. And the beauty of that was that it resonated with me. And I'm sure it's going to resonate with everybody that's going to watch this interview, this Economic Times Cutting Chai conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, that was R Loganathan, Deputy General Manager, Information Technology at Care Private Limited. I wish you, your family, and Care Private Limited the very best going forward.